Welcome once again to TMBT Radio. This is our podcast, part 2 of Youth and Society. And tonight, I'm blessed to have some special young men with me again tonight. Some legends, as I call them, young legends. We're going to have them introduce themselves. And we also have Coach Bailey here with us again for part 2 of his interview to talk more about youth. And so I'm going to have some special people with me. And Coach Bailey, are you here with us?
Yes, sir. And thank you for having me again, Milton Bell. I'm glad. Did you want to introduce the guys, or you want me to go ahead with my piece at this time?
You can go ahead and talk, Coach. We're blessed to have you here, so we want you to do the majority of the talking, if you will.
Okay. All right. First of all, welcome everybody and to our listeners around the world, around the country. Just want to say thank you again to Milton Bell for giving us this avenue, this voice, putting us in position to reach out to students in the grades of K through 12. First of all, I just want to make a quick comment on what happened on yesterday. Again, I thought that was a great piece of work with all of the guys coming out and just letting people know who you are. And the number one mission yesterday was to just say thank you to the community and thank some key people that have influenced my life. I wanted you to see them. I know what I said last week was inspiration, but that yesterday was not inspiration. Yesterday was from the heart, man. I'm just trying to tell you, those ladies cleaned me up. And I don't know what I brought to the table, but I just had to take a real good look at myself when I became a 5th grade teacher. I think that saved my life. So ever since then, I've been on this mission. Not to say that I don't enjoy myself. I'm just like Milton Bell. I'm just like Chris Green. I'm just like Darius. I'm not going to repeat that story. These life coaches know me and know me well. I'm about working hard and playing hard. And I got to teach other people to do it. So Milton Bell, thank you again for giving us this voice and being our leader in social media, where people can hear a person like Darius talk that has been around the world. People that can hear Chris talk, who's got a great background in history and so many supportive people, around him. This is catching on, and I told you I knew it would because it's impacting youth. The people that I'm talking to on a regular basis know that we are making a major impact with regards to showing people the importance of the CARE program. And CARE is about as real as it. If we can spread the CARE across the country and share our life stories with that, we're going to impact many. That's the number one goal. So again, I just want to shout out there to Mr. Leon G. Carey. We're going to continue to pray for him. Yesterday was going to be a big day for us because I wanted to place a face with the mission. And I'm going to always be on a radio show on Sunday, briefly, because I want my life coaches to take over this radio show, but I want to always give the initial statement. Mr. Leon G. Carey was sitting outside the school, gentlemen, and he got a call that his twin sister was not going to almost be here. She's still here, and that was a great prayer because we prayed for him. So she's doing better. He's overseeing his twin sister. I don't have a twin sister, so I can't relate to what that feels like. But if somebody calls me and tell me my sister has something going on, I'm going to do what he did. So we'll get a chance to hear Mr. Carey speak as our national director and spokesman. He's the guy that's going to lead us to the White House if that's where we got to go. But we miss that great man speaking. But at the end of the day, he's our leader. People can continue to go to our website and know how we're going to follow his direction. I follow his direction. He corrected me on 8 major things in my business meeting the other day. It was myself, it was Mr. Leon G. Carey, it was Dr. Ed McClain, and the tax guy. He put us all on point because Life Coach Academy is the real deal, gentlemen. And it's not about the funding and the support with us, worrying about receiving payment. Man, we're on a mission. I told my daughter a little while ago, we're seeking money first. I don't want you to seek money first. She gave me an idea of something she wanted to do and said she's going to have a lot of money. I said, you're going to get in trouble. You start anything looking for money, you're going to run into some people that's going to hurt you. So this has nothing to do with resources and income and money and flash to us. Our colors are red, white, and blue for a reason, and people are going to find out. So again, I'm going to be quiet. I want to thank you guys for yesterday. You did exactly what I knew you were going to do. We show up, we get our business done, we clean up, and we get out of town. Hopefully somebody got our mission. And I also want to say, hey man, everybody's not going to be on our same track. Everybody's not going to feel what we feel. But at the end of the day, somebody is. And that's why we're life coaches. So thank you. I'm going to give it back to you, Mr. Milton Bell, because I got to hear from these guys. So I'm going to sign off now. Y'all hear it in my voice. I'm not back yet with sounding like Mike Bailey. I sound like somebody that needs some help, and I'm going back tomorrow and get some more help and fix myself a little bit with this medical situation. But I love you guys. I respect you 100%. I was so proud yesterday. And guys, let me tell you this, man. You guys are in a basketball world. You just got a little glimpse of the power of the football world. When I was at Virginia Union, you could not touch a basketball player because football wasn't going to allow it to happen. And you couldn't touch a football player outside of Virginia Union because basketball team wasn't going to let it happen. I'm just trying to tell you, man, that's how Lombardi Street works. And for the people that don't know that, now you know. Back to Milton Bell.
Coach, we wish you could stay with us. If you want to stay here with us, we would love to have you.
I'm going to stay and listen. And I don't want people to hear from me, man. I woke up a couple people across the nation last week, so they got to hear from you guys, man, because I just love you guys. You know, you guys too, Coach. You guys are the. I played a little basketball, Milton Bell. I went from football, and then I played basketball, then I ran track. You know, I just had to be doing something. But Julius Erving went to my high school, guys, so y'all know how I am with basketball, right? He graduated from Roosevelt High School. I'm from Roosevelt High School in Long Island. So I'm around, like, legitimate basketball players all my life. So anything under Julius Erving, you know, I ain't trying to hear it. Other than that, you know my Union family. You know, I don't know Pearl Washington, but I met him. That was a real sick handle. You know, Jerry Ice Reynolds. I go way back to Andre Irvin in Brooklyn. I played against those guys. Well, I played against them, but they were a little bit different animal, Chris Green. You know what I'm talking about. I was on the court. You know, but I was getting some rebounds and trying to do some things. But Ice Reynolds out of Brooklyn, man, that's just a whole different story. So I want to hear from Darius, man. Tell people about that world he saw out there. Chris Green, my threesome from Chesterfield. You know, they're gonna you know. I talked to Miss Byerson last night. Y'all think I'm fired out now. Y'all better watch out for Miss Byerson, man. She ain't nobody to play with. So she coming on board with her nonprofit as well. I'm just telling you guys, we're on the right track. So stay on the track. We're not going to let anybody pull us off this track and this mission of helping young people from grades K through 12. I'm so excited, but I got to hear some of this stuff because I'm going to be quiet, gentlemen. Love you.
Well, Coach, love you too. You mentioned it. To me, I don't throw the term out legend and legends to young people because I think the game is so different. But these two young men who we have with us today, I actually watched them at Virginia Union play and put in the work so that they could become who they are today. And so when I call you a legend, it's 50% basketball. You have to be a part of your community, helping kids. So, yeah, I don't throw roses around a lot, but these two gentlemen that we have are really heavy in our community. Chris Green, who is here with us, he is a product of Georgia Wythe High School, inner city. And we also have Darius Hargrove, who is a Virginia native as well. And so I wanted to talk to Chris a little while we got him here. So glad to have you here with us, brother.
Yeah, what's up, bro? Appreciate you having me on. I want to just take this time out to say, glory be to God, and I want to thank Coach Bailey for actually putting me in this position that he put me in, and he giving me opportunity to flourish in a situation that I never had the chance to flourish, being that I grew up in a single parent home. You know, I'm originally from New York, but moved down here. In 97, went to George Wythe, played there, then moved on to Virginia Union, where I actually met Coach Bailey, and Coach Bailey kind of took all of us under his wing back in them days. And it's wonderful how God worked. that we end up seeing you, Coach, at the Freedom Classic, and it was like the relationship never went nowhere. It was like rekindled. So I just happy you laid out this vision for us, and we're gonna go from there. Like, we're gonna take this thing, this Life Coach Academy, we're gonna take it to another level. We're gonna get these people to listen to us, and we're gonna get these kids to follow us. We say that we focus on K through 12, but I actually look at it like we can inspire everybody. Because if I'm inspired, I know somebody else could be inspired off of my inspiration. So I just want that kind of to trickle down, and we just want this money for these scholarships to go to the right people, and we want people to actually come along and take the scholarships. I want to give a shout out too to my boy Darius. You there, Grove? He not there.
Darius Hargrove with us.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to give a shout out to Grove and Buster. My teammates. They always giving me inspiration and bigging me on. They my life coaches, and we all the same age. So that's a good thing. I got good friends around me, and we just trying to build on this organization.
Good, brother. Good. It's big.
Hey, Milton Bell, let me say something about Chris Green right now. That's why I'm 54 years old. I'll be 55 July 1st. Hey, man, I'm never running from education. So when Chris Green speaks, any of you guys, I'm taking notes now because, yeah, hey, Chris, I'm K through 12 crazy for different reasons. And what you said to me makes so much sense, but that's your mission from Chris Green. He gotta expand beyond K through 12. That's why one thing about Life Coach Academy and all of my guys right now, we're not going to put that lanyard on anybody. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm going to have the final approval of who becomes a life coach because, again, I got some relationships out there, and I don't want some of these people wearing these lanyards, man. This ain't no funny club type atmosphere, pat a guy on the back, yeah, Chris Green, down, I'm ground. Yo, you're messing with the wrong people if that's your approach. Mm-hmm. We don't do that. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do that. This is education and care. Hey, Chris, you're absolutely right, man. We can start with babies and take it to whoever, because we're talking about science. Mm-hmm. We're talking about the fact that fire is hot, water is wet, electricity turns things. Some people don't believe that, Chris Green. And my football players out there laughing at me right now when I say science, because I believe in science, man. I'm not that smart. I don't want to go to the moon, but I really believe water's wet and fire will burn you. Mm-hmm. I believe those basic elements in care. Mm-hmm. And we just have so many people out there, they do other things. So I'm glad. I'm telling you, I got some of the best guys around me. And I told my wife that, the basketball guys is just so open and honest with me, and that's what I like about them. They just got a whole different perspective about sharing, and it might come from the court, because when somebody's open, man, these dudes ain't gonna hold that ball. Mm-mm. So they unselfish from the beginning, and they just real good people, and I love them. So to make a long story short, hey, we're gonna watch who we put these lanyards on, man. We're not playing with this life coach thing. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Milt.
Coach, you always, as usual, it's heartfelt coming from you. Of course, the more time that I have to spend around you and your organization, I can honestly say that it's contagious. And what you're saying is what I want to say, and I think what all guys our age want to say to the youth.
Yeah.
And so while we have Darius Hargrove here, Darius Hargrove to me also is these guys are young legends, and he's actually calling in from Brunswick. He went to Brunswick High School. He's a legend down in those parts and up in these parts too. And so, Darius, are you there with us?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Great, brother. Great, man. Wanted to turn it over to you, brother, to piggyback off what Coach was saying, and to also talk a little bit about yourself and how you feel about youth and society, and how you feel. You heard your brothers from VUU speak very highly of you. I'm sure that makes you feel very thankful to have them. You guys are honestly a brotherhood. So kind of wanted to turn it over to you, brother, and let you tell us who Darius Hargrove is.
Okay. first of all, I wanted to thank Coach Bailey. I wanted to thank also you, Milton, for having me on the show tonight. I want to thank the fellas for joining in tonight also. And like all of us have our own different stories, but at the end of the day, we all for each other, and that's what this LCA is about. And I have my own little story about how I got to where I'm from, and I think my story can really benefit people from this rural areas where I live in, because it ain't too much going on around here. And if you don't have education, you're really stuck. So like, it's a easier way out than just staying around here. And I believe also that my experience being overseas for 12 years, I mean, I have many different objectives on that level also, as far as education, and culture, and the ways things work abroad also. It's just night and day from over here. Over there, it's a lot of everything is based on education. I mean, the graduation rate overseas is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is higher.
Compared to it is over here. I mean, that has a lot to do with the concept also. That's why I think this program right here will benefit, I mean, people from all over this area. I mean, I just want to give back to my community, my union family also, just people all around this area. And I really think I have a story to tell people about, I mean, how I made it. I never gave up. You know, I first started out junior college in Maryland, then I transferred to another junior college down here in Brunswick, because I kind of like lost hope for a little while, lost my focus. So then I finished that, and finally went to the junior union for my last 3 years in school, and up there it was just like a brotherhood to me, man. Them guys mean the world to me. I mean, nobody cared who did what on the court, and that works for everything we always do. Like, nobody cares who gets the credit for it. I mean, like, not to piggyback on somebody else, what somebody else said, but we all unselfish, so that goes a long way in life. And like I said, I just want to thank you guys for having us on here. I really think we can help the community and lead the youth in the right direction.
Not even that, not to cut you off, bro, but it's like we could give kids an opportunity to have things that we didn't have growing up. Like, I didn't have a mentor or somebody telling me go to class, do my schoolwork, work on my jump shot. I only had one parent. My mom's worked all the time. My dad passed away when I was young, so I didn't have that father figure or that older brother to show me the way, to tell me when I'm doing wrong, to pick me up when I'm doing good, either or. So I feel like that's something that we really put our minds to it and put the energy and the effort and the time to it. The love is already there, like, to give people, but we give that energy and that love and that dedication to these kids, we could really, like, make a change out here, and we is gonna make a change, because like I said, we ain't have that when we was growing up. I know I definitely didn't have it coming from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I didn't have that. I didn't have somebody telling me to go to class. I didn't have somebody that was gonna rebound for me while I was shooting jump shots. You know, I ain't have somebody that could take me to go get something to eat, like how Coach Bailey is. But we never starved when we was at Union. What? Coach Bailey always at least made sure we ate. If he ain't do nothing else, he was gonna make sure we ate. Am I lying, Coach?
Nah, man. Did y'all eat the other night?
Yeah, we ate. We always make sure we eat now.
Hey, man, I'm a first class guy. I learned a lot from Dave Robbins, man. I don't like when people talk about Dave Robbins and they don't tell the truth, man. I got a problem with that. So Dave Robbins always taught me, hey, Mike, we do stuff first class.
Yeah.
I said, because we ain't got first class of money, but I'm going to do everything first class based on the money that I have. So that's why, dudes getting their meal money. I'm like, man, I don't need their meal money. I'm good. If I'm in a position to help guys and they can keep their meal money, I'm like, you think I'm going to turn that money back in? I don't care about that stuff. Nah, come on, yo. Let's buy them some practice shoes. Why we got all these funny different shoes on while we in the gym? Can we get everybody practice shoes? That's me, man. I don't know. I don't even know where I got it from. I'm just a little different, man. But y'all go ahead, man. Y'all gonna hurt me tonight.
Don't get emotional on us now, Coach.
It was fun though, man. It was fun. I told somebody the other day about that little plane we was on going to North Dakota. I was like, yo, man, can we just get there? Why are you asking us to move bags and balance the plane out. It's already a small enough plane. Now you want us to move bags? Yo, I don't feel good about getting on the plane anyway.
But you remember that time when we went to LA and you had us in them stretch limousines?
Right? See, these people. I think we gotta start charging people for this, man. This is crazy, man.
They gotta pay for this.
we gonna help the young kids, but we're gonna put this in the book. They got to hear the LA. They got to hear North Dakota. I don't know, but we're gonna help some kids. I want to keep listening because y'all taking me back to some stuff. I gotta be quiet.
Coach, that's a good thing. That's part of what we do here at TMBT Radio. Is I want my guys that come on and my females. I want genuine people, because I need listeners to understand that. I invite people that I don't know on this show as well, but a lot of these people are actually friends of mine. People, especially these young ball players, Chris Green, Darius Hargrove, Buster Perkins. I consider them my young guys that I saw go through the college struggle, and so I really appreciate what those guys.
Hey, Chris, let me tell you something. The Reverend out there in California is a great guy, man. He was trying to get me to bring Virginia Union basketball out there because Virginia Union is a Christian institution. One thing I like about Virginia Union is that you had to go to chapel.
Yeah.
So as bad as we were during the week or whatever and having fun, you were supposed to go to chapel. So I made the whole football team go to chapel before we played games. I made them go in the fall, and I left it up to them to go in the spring. But parents around the world, man, one thing about Virginia Union, I don't know what the other colleges do, but we have a chapel on campus, and we come in there, and everybody got to listen for a little bit. And then it kind of recharges everybody. So that's what makes Virginia Union different from, I don't know what the other HBCUs do, because we always had to battle against them, and we won in all areas. So I'm just telling you, maybe chapel helped us guys to the point where got us the chance to sit down and listen to somebody above us and could keep us grounded and helped us to remember why we were here. Even me as a student athlete, the chapel people or chapel service in itself, I think every campus in the nation needs to have a chapel to calm everybody down around Thursday. I know it kept us from breaking a few more windows, so maybe everybody need to get a chapel, man. Go ahead, guys.
Hey, Coach, we need more God in people's lives. We need more religion, more positive energy. I think we talk about this all the time, but if we had more positive energy in the world would be a better place, right?
That's right.
We know that, Coach, and so I think what you're doing is going to help with that process a little bit. Wanted to go back to Darius Hargrove while we got you here on the phone from down at Brunswick High School. Wanted you to elaborate on yourself. I know you're a very humble young man, but I think it can really help some youth from wherever they're listening in from to understand your story and how hard it is to come from Brunswick County to Virginia Union University here in Richmond, Virginia, which is the capital of Virginia. Just want you to talk a little bit about yourself and the hard work and the dedication that it took for you to make it up here, and not just to make it up here, to become what I consider a young legend. Talk a little bit about yourself.
Well, I first want to, I got to thank God for everything he made me, because without him, I couldn't have been nothing. But, in high school, I won at every level. High school, my jerseys hanging up in the rafters of high school. It was a hard little area to make it out of, but my father always instilled in me that if I work hard and be prepared, I can make it anywhere. And that went a long way in my life. In college, we won national championships in 2005. We won CIAA 3 years in a row. We won, myself also, I won D2 Player of the Year in 2006. It was a lot of other accolades, but I couldn't do none of that stuff without my teammates. I don't want to take credit for myself. My teammates, without them, passing me the ball, without me passing them the ball, whatever. Like I said earlier, nobody cared who scored. Nobody cared about that. All of us was unselfish. And professional, like I played in, I said 5 or 6 different countries, but I stayed in Romania for 8 seasons, and I played in Belgium, played in Sweden, played in Lebanon. I just been all over playing. It was a great opportunity for me to make a name for myself all over the world. Like I said, I couldn't have did none of this without God and without hard work.
Right.
Like I said, I don't want to make this about myself, but I want to give back to the kids and show them a way. Like, you can make it out of any area. It doesn't matter where you come from, as long as you work hard and get your education.
Right.
Cool. Hey, Milt, this is Coach Bailey, and I'm going to sign off, guys. Of course, this is live, and we tape them. I've listened to last week about 8 times, and I almost got fired up again. So I got to get off this thing, man, because I want Darius. Darius got to tell y'all the truth. Darius is the overseas, and I'm not a name dropper. I know a lot of ball players, but Darius is the overseas Michael Jordan, and he ain't going to say it. He's not going to tell you that. That's not up his alley. So I want Darius to elaborate on, you talked about the graduation rates overseas. So things of that nature with education, I don't know that, Darius, but that was really good to hear, because again, we buy so many products for overseas, and if you look at everything in your house, it says made in this place, made in that place, made. And now you said something about the graduation rates are just so much higher overseas. So do y'all understand what I mean about science?
Mm.
If all of the products are coming from over there, and here we are in position, we almost gotta call in people to give them scholarship money. Are you? All right, man. I gotta go, guys. Y'all listen to Darius and Chris Green and all of these guys, man. I gotta go because I'm gonna listen. And I don't want this to be about me anymore. I have quality life coaches. I get coached by Darius, Chris Green, Leon Carey checks me. Leon Carey and Dr. McClain, they get things from me. All I want y'all to know, man, it's relationship building. Either we cool or we not society. That's just how I'm going to get down. So I'm signing off for a reason. I do not want to dominate this show. I got to know more about the overseas piece and the graduation rates. I'm going to ask Darius to elaborate on that. Because when you're Michael Jordan overseas, I don't know what that means. But I know it happened. And if you're successful anywhere for 12 years, come on, y'all serious? I got to go, guys. Signing off.
All right,
next
Coach.
week,
Okay,
8 o'clock, Mike Bailey. I'm going to make a few comments, but I'm out of here, man. I got to listen to my life coaches. Y'all have a good evening.
Okay, Coach.
All right.
We'll be talking to you soon.
Later, guys. We got a meeting Thursday, and look out for the location. Later.
All right, Coach.
All right, Coach.
Okay.
We just
Yeah,
had.
I can elaborate a little bit more about the educational part overseas. Like I said, the graduation rate over there is through the roof. Honestly, like, people over there are more motivated to go to college over there. They know. If they don't go to school, it's really no way for them over there. They're trying to get their education to come over here and live with us, because a lot of people over here are not getting the education. So if you go to hospitals, if you really look and pay attention, look how many doctors over there from. The doctors in the hospital that are from overseas. It's probably about 60% of the doctors over there from overseas somewhere. I just think they are more motivated to change, if I must say that.
Right.
And not be stuck in the same situation.
You hit it on the head, brother. You hit it on the head. You and I know that it's different overseas. It's so different. And so us as Americans, we're fortunate for small things that we have that sometimes I don't think we are aware of, because people who don't have a chance to travel overseas or have never traveled abroad, you can get spoiled here. And so
that's right.
So that's one of the things that I think that more people need to travel and experience different cultures, different countries. And then that way you can see how good you have it in your own country. That goes for whatever country that you're from. I wanted to ask Chris Green a couple questions. I was just talking to Darius Hargrove about how hard it must have been to come from Brunswick High School to Richmond, Virginia. And Chris Green being one of our local high school legends here in the city. I wanted to talk to him a little bit about his upbringing at George Wythe and talk about how hard it is to stay here in your city where you have all your friends and family. And he obviously used that positive energy to his advantage. So I wanted him to talk a little bit about your experience, brother.
yeah, you know, everything I've been through, Milt, in my life made me who I am today. Where I'm from, where I've been. Like, I played overseas myself a couple of years. A lot of people don't know that, but I did. But George Wythe, like, at first I was originally at Huguenot. But I actually transferred to George Wythe because it was kind of more like my style or whatever.
Right.
But I played for Coach McMillan, Coach Mack.
Okay.
He was kind of similar to Coach Robbins as far as like they instilled that discipline in us.
Yeah. Okay.
And as young black guys in America, you gotta have some form of discipline in your life in order for you to make good decisions in life. Because if you ain't got no guidance, you're a human being. You set up to make a bad decision. You need somebody to help you make good decisions in life. And Coach McMillan, people like Coach Bailey, people like Coach Robbins, even people like yourself, Milt, you don't even know how much you inspired me and how much I looked up to you back in them days when I was in college and you were still that was kind of when you was kind of at the end of your career, but that was when you were transferring to mentoring to dudes like me. I probably was one of the first dudes that you really took under your wing.
True.
That really took you serious.
True.
Because I really took everything you said as, you never told me nothing wrong, basically.
Right.
You never steered me in the wrong direction.
Right.
And you was doing that all out of love. You wasn't getting paid for that. You was doing that out of love. And things like that is what helped me get through situations I might have got through. Just off something you might have told me. And I feel like now I'm in a position to whereas I could be what you was to me, to guys out here, to girls out here. You know what I'm saying? We got to be positive role models to these kids out here. I got 2 daughters, so I got to teach them things before somebody out in the street teach them things. I got to instill good values and morals to them. I wouldn't want nobody else to instill that in them. That's why I'm here, to do that for them. Because I didn't have that when I was growing up. And now I want to be able to give that to somebody that might be in my situation. And that's where Life Coach Academy comes in. It's a nonprofit organization. What's the website? Lifecoach.org. Go if you want to. MyLifeCoach.org. If you want to donate, go donate now. We take monetary donations. We even take you just giving your time. If you want to come give us some of your time, share your story. If you got a good story to tell, you come on down. And if you want to donate, donate. But we taking this organization seriously, and we trying to move on to the next level as far as helping people in the community.
Perfect, brother. I want to take this time to give everyone their social media accounts. People who have questions, you can get in contact with these gentlemen. We're going to start with you, Darius. What social media would you like people to contact you on?
Right now, I only have Facebook, and my name, spell it as Darius, Darius Hargrove, Hargrove. But I will be making an IG account soon, so I'll make sure I get that to you too.
Good. Chris Green, how can people get in contact with you?
You could get in contact with me via Instagram or via Snapchat, GRESE _GF, and or you can email me if you have somebody that you need mentoring, or like if you have a kid or somebody in your family that you feel like need to be mentored. You could contact me at c.green. My Life Coach Academy .org. That's my email. So you could contact me that way, and we'll be more than happy to help you.
Good. People always say to me that they want to get in contact with the people that we have on our show. So we're going to be calling out their social media accounts all throughout the show to make sure that people who want to contact these positive young men that they can. Also, Coach Michael Bailey. His is Michael Bailey at mylifecoachacademy.org. That's Coach Bailey. All of that info also will be on our website, on our Twitter. So we'll get you guys in contact with everyone. Darius, while we have you here, just do some more talking, brother. Just talk to the young people that we have here today. Every word that you can speak, it can be inspiration for a young person. if we can get it out to the right person. So we want to take advantage of having you and Chris here. Tell us some more about yourself and tell us some more about your hard work and your dedication towards not only being a good basketball player, but also being a good person. Tell us about your family down there. I know your wife is also here with you. I was with you guys yesterday, and your wife is here as well. Talk about yourself, brother.
Okay, yeah. First, if my story can help anybody, I would really love to appreciate and give it back to them. I have many different success and failure stories that made me who I am. If I could help anybody out with those things, just feel free to contact me on like I said, I'll give my email address soon. My hard work and dedication, like I said, came from my grandparents and my father. My grandfather was one of the most powerful men that I ever knew in my life. God rest his soul. He passed away about 2 weeks ago, but he was one of the most inspirations that I ever seen in my life. I couldn't believe how much hard work this man could have. Like, one guy was running about 21 different churches under him. That distilled in my father. My father distilled it in me. He woke us up early every morning. We had to go out there and cut grass, do something. Just not laying in bed, because laying around is not gonna get you nowhere in life. So you gotta. He distilled that hard work in me, and that boiled over to me into basketball. Me and Chris Green and Buster was talking about this the other night. Like,
I used to give you buckets. I used to give you buckets on 101.
We used to
That's what we was talking about, right?
we used to sit up in there at nighttime just doing push-ups, man.
Yeah.
Doing like 500 to 1,000 push-ups.
Yeah.
Like, just going in the gym doing extra work. Like, It's not just about basketball. Whatever you want to do in life, you got to be able to put that work in, man. Just God blessed us with the abilities to play basketball, but whatever you want to do in life, there's no way in the world you can just sit there and think something will happen to you, or think something will come to you.
Not only that, Grove, though. Like we kept each other accountable, though. Like we policed ourselves. Like Coach always told us, like, y'all the smartest group of guys that ever played for me. Like Coach, and that was like the best compliment Coach could ever give us. Like he always said, like, y'all like the smartest team that I ever had. And I really used to like love when Coach used to tell us that all the time, because we always kept each other accountable. Like if Buster did something wrong or you did something wrong, you got to give me that horn. I need that. Yeah. I need that run. I need that. Like we ain't even need Coach to coach us. He was getting paid for nothing, for real, because he ain't even really coaching us, because we was policing ourselves, for real.
Yeah, it was never nothing personal. It was always about that one goal. Never nothing personal. That's what made us who we are, for real, man.
And I wanted to give Coach Bailey his props too, because actually after I finished my eligibility was up, and I had went overseas for a few years, and I came back home or whatever. Coach Bailey was actually the one who told me to go back to school and finish up and get my degree, and I appreciate Coach for that. And he actually got us in position now where he could take care of that for us, and I appreciate that. Like, I really do, Coach. Like, that's what's up. And if y'all need my email is c.green, GRENE, at mylifecoachacademy.org. My Instagram is greasquad_GF, and that's my Snapchat too. Email me if you have any concerns, or if you want to donate, or if you need kids that need special attention. We here for you.
Right. Also, Darius, you will hear me say it a lot. Want to get you to say your social media, how people can get in contact with you. Between all of us guys, we will get the messages passed along to you. Also on the website, in case we have any messages that come in on my website, which is www.miltonbellbasketball.com. This podcast will also be on there. So any questions that we have, I'm also on Twitter. And so anyone that needs to get in contact also can check in with Buster Perkins, who is doing such a great job. Buster is the point guard of the team, if you will. We would not be able to get a lot of this stuff done without Buster Perkins. So his social media is b.perkins at mylifecoachacademy.org. Right. and also D.Hargrove at mylifecoachacademy.org. All of those emails are direct links to any questions that you may have for these young men. Also, Coach Michael Bailey at mylifecoachacademy.org. Right. So you guys should be able to get in contact with anyone that you hear up here. Any questions that you have, we want you guys to make sure you keep in contact with them. This is such a blessing that they are willing to share their knowledge and their story. It's a blessing for those that use it wisely. We were at a conference yesterday with Coach Bailey where he was giving away scholarships for young kids, and we had some people who he invited that did not show up.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. I know that bothered you a little bit. Talk to me about what you felt and why do people do that? Why wouldn't someone show up?
Sometimes people might not take your word for it, or because people don't like people to talk. They what they say, actions is speak louder than words. Right. So some people probably may have felt he probably been side talking them, but in all actuality, the money is there.
Right.
And he's showing it. He's showing the money is there. He put all that together. He put this organization together so fast, and it hit the ground, and now it's running. It's taking off. And I was just more saddened than anything that the auditorium was full. We had a nice crowd though.
Nice crowd.
Definitely had a nice crowd. Everybody was looking good there. Everybody
and they had food. Coach Bailey
had food.
I wish he was here. They had food for him.
They had food. Yep, they had food. He gave away some flowers to the ladies. He gave everybody their shout out. They do. So it was cool.
It was. I don't mean to cut you off, Chris. In my opinion, that was a great event. Man. We had some powerful people in the building, man. Like ex-NBA players. We had doctors in there, man.
Right.
We got a lot of people in there, man. I mean, those kids, they probably heard something like this before and probably went to it and didn't come true or something, whatever like that. But I trust Mike Bailey's word, and everything he says he's gonna do, he's gonna do it.
Right.
That's how my experience in life with him.
I couldn't go any further without mentioning, of course, all you guys went to Virginia Union, but one of the godfathers, I call him, he's one of my, I call him one of my good brothers. He does so much for youth as well. One of the godfathers of Virginia Union basketball, Terry Davis, was in attendance yesterday, so it was good to see him. He had some positive words for the youth. I think he finished up our conference in prayer, and so it was good to see the big fella in attendance as well, who's doing such a great job with his son, Ed Davis. Ed Davis, I think Terry said, is in his 8th year. Mm-hmm. And so you guys kind of raised him over there. I think he would come over there and play with you guys. And so don't know if he's listening, but I wanted to give a big shout out, a Virginia Union shout out to the big fella, the OG as they call him, Terry Davis. Stopper. Chris, talk to us some more, brother, while we got you here. Tell the people how you're going to be. I think you and I were talking the other day, and you already have the groups of kids that you want to talk to.
I'm gonna start out with George Wythe, and then I'm gonna work my way on down to my nephew Anthony Green. He go to Brooklyn Middle School. He played. I'm gonna go to his AAU team and stuff, and work with them kids too. And just anybody who I could just reach, just anybody. It don't even matter to me. Like I said, it don't even have to be kids either, because I want to inspire dudes that might came from the same background I came from to get out of the things that they doing that might not be, right, that what they doing. I want to inspire everybody, because I'm 34 years old and Coach Bailey inspiring me still. I'm still being inspired, and I'm 34 years old, so you can never not be you could never not be inspired. You're never too old for that. You could be 70 years old and still get inspiration from somebody else. And that's a fact. That don't never stop. You just gotta want it, and you just gotta go for it. And I'm learning that myself every day. Every day I'm learning that. By the grace of God, I'm here right now, sitting here talking on this podcast. I feel blessed to be talking on this podcast right now. This is a blessing for me. just to even have y'all here. Y'all don't even know. Like, and I'm just I'm appreciative of it.
Hey man, we appreciate you being here. Of course, Darius is down in Brunswick, Virginia, which is, what is it? Darius Hargrove, you guys were up here for the weekend. You came up for the conference. What's that ride like to get up and down that highway?
It's about an hour and a half to get there from where I'm from now.
Hour and a half, right. So,
ain't that bad. Like piggybacking on what Chris Green was saying, I want to catch these kids around here at an early age in all these areas around here. It's a whole lot of rural areas from on southern Virginia and the North Carolina area. There's a lot of kids around here, man, that don't really have no role models, no mentors, no nothing to look up to. Like they satisfied with just graduating high school and that's it, just working. I mean, which is nothing wrong with them. That's what you want to do, but I feel like it's more to life
Mm-hmm.
than just being satisfied with a high school degree. I mean, and especially in this program, if you qualify for it, you can actually go to school and do it for free, not having to worry about putting that stress on your parents or on yourself. Pay that money back. So I'm going to target this area down here. I said the Brunswick, the Emporia, the Gaston, North Carolina, the South Hill, Virginia. It's a whole big radius down here that really needs somebody to talk to them. And I have a voice down here, so I'm Coach Bailey reached out to me with this program, and I'm going to spread my voice out around here and help somebody. If it only helps one kid, I hope it helps more, but if it only helps one kid, that still make my heart feel.
Most definitely.
it's funny you said that. I think the year that I read the autobiography of Magic Johnson was 1992, maybe. And what I took from that book was, and he said it, he says, out of all of the kids that he meets, if he can just get through to one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what stuck with me throughout the whole book. It was a great book, but I think when I talk to kids, and you may have a gym full of kids, or you may have 5 kids, it doesn't matter. Out of those 5, 20 kids that you have, if you can get through to one, then I think you've done your job. And if one listens, if we can get through to one kid, of course we're trying to touch the masses of kids, but if we can get through to one kid, if what Coach Bailey is doing can reach one kid, I think it's all worth it. All worth it, brother. All worth it.
Right, that's right.
Talk to me some more while we got you here. We're going to wrap up in a minute. I kind of wish we could get Coach Bailey back on the phone, speaking such great things about him. But we'll end it up here in a little while. But just some closing words. We had, of course, Martin Luther King Day a couple weeks ago, where I attended the Freedom Classic with Chris Green and Buster Perkins and Coach Bailey. And so I was their guest. They invited me down, and I'm so glad that they had me down. I want to personally thank Chris Green, because if he had not come to the house and picked me up and put me in the car with those guys, those guys are so much younger than me. But once I got there, it was so much positive energy to have that name, the Freedom Classic. But it's big to have the positive energy with the positive people. Mm-hmm. And I got a chance to see Coach Parkaway and Coach Jay Butler. But just to sit with these young legends, we were sitting, Chris Green, bless his heart, spent quite a bit of money on me that day. So I really want to thank him. But I was sitting courtside, so I'm going to brag a little bit. He had us sitting courtside next to Coach Bailey. Talk about what that means to you, Chris.
It was just ironic how God just put us next to Coach Bailey like that. It was just ironic how that happened, because I wasn't expecting to see Coach there, and then to actually just be sitting next to him, and then we just was talking the whole game, and he just kind of like gave me the blueprint of his vision. And he just rallied us up when we took them pictures there on the court after the game. And we had the meeting I think it was the next week after that. And everything just hit the ground running and just popped off from there. So it was just kind of like God just placing us together in the right place at the right time for a good cause. So here we are, right here, giving back.
Right. Well, it's something that we talked about. And like I said, I'm blessed to have these guys here with us tonight. I want to say thank you to all of our listeners all around the world.
So let them know what time the podcast is. Every Sunday?
Right. We will have a podcast every Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
We're going to get you guys some more information about that, but we're going to have some more of the brothers who are also affiliated from Virginia Union and also the Life Coach Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll get you some information on those guys as well. You get a chance to talk to them. We're going to wrap up here pretty soon. Any parting words that you want to leave, Darius Hargrove, any words that you want to leave for the youth that are listening, that can hear you wherever they are, anything you want to say in closing?
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback on what Coach Bailey always been telling us. Don't ever let nobody speak for you.
Mm-hmm.
Write your own story.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever give up. Always work hard, have your mind right, and a good attitude. And you can get anywhere you want to get in life.
All right.
I'm incredible, bro. Chris Green, what you got? Any words you want to leave for the youth?
No, I just wanted them just to know every Sunday podcast 8 p.m. So if you want to listen in. If you want to donate to my Life Coach Academy, you can donate. Go to mylifecoachacademy.org right now. If you want to sign somebody up, go there right now, and feel free to just to hit us up, contact us, get at us.
Right.
Don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out. We don't think we're too big to talk to nobody. Just hit us up. We'll definitely get back with you.
Right. We're going to end the show with last time, Darius Hargrove, your social media.
My email is d.hargrove@mylifecoach.org. My Facebook is Darius Hargrove, Garius Hargrove, Hargrove. And like I said, I will get IG soon and probably Snapchat also. I know I'm behind on that stuff, but I've been gone for so long. So
you've been living in the cave over there. You've been living in the cave over there.
I'll catch back up to it.
Hey, that's that good overseas life, man. Take your time. You aren't missing anything, let me tell you. We're going to go with...
let me correct that. It's My Life Coach. It's d.hargrove, mylifecoachacademy.org.
Right.
I wanted to correct that.
Okay.
Wood just Brandon Woolen, our brother from Virginia Union that played with us, he just inboxed me. He a brother. He got a clothing line for like he do jerseys and shorts and windbreakers and sweatsuits.
Right.
So if you want to contact him, it's at Assist to Score Merchandise and Apparel. The website is www.assisttoscore.com, and his number is 1-800-684-1939, and he's located in Washington D.C. He make all apparel for sports teams and AAU teams and cheerleading teams, things like that. So you could contact him too.
Right, and also, if they want more information on that, go ahead and throw your social out there real quick.
Yeah. I just gave them his information. You go directly hit him. I just talked to him, so
okay.
He know.
All right.
That's the unselfishness that we always have right there. We're looking out for another brother.
Right.
We'll support him.
Right. Well, we're gonna close up the show, man. But we got some more positive brothers. Gordon Walker. Gordon Trey Walker is one of my brothers. He is starting a new endeavor with his record company, and so I wanted to give him a shout out. He's with 3-Way Entertainment. We love them. Anyone who's African American trying to better themselves, helping kids. He's actually helping kids, saving lives. So he's part of the family as well. Want to give a special shout out to Coach Bailey, to Chris Green, to Darius Hargrove, to the Byerson brothers, to Buster Perkins, all these guys for helping put this together. And so we will sign out. Thank these guys for coming, and we will see you guys next Sunday with this podcast, and we'll have some more information for you. So we want to thank everyone for tuning in.